Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Aries, all aspects and the cross watcher from the 15th to the 31st of January 2021. If you have Aries aspects, this reading could be for you, and all if you're a cross watcher for the Aries, remember this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like this doesn't resonate, check out other aspects of your chart. Could well be that they resonate more. Let's take a look. Theme please for Aries, 15th to 31st. Okay, so we've got the Emperor, which is Aries energy, and then we've got the Devil on the bottom of the deck, so that's always great. I'm joking. So again, could be a control element here, could be a bit of slight addictive behaviour. Let's have a look though. Let's see what else we can see for Aries. Aries, please. Aries. What's going on, Spirit? Okay, we've got impasse. Bottom of the deck is dissipating, so could be karmic energy here that's toing and froing between releasing and someone taking control of it. Let's have a look though at the tarot. Could be that we're going to get some more information. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell us here about Aries, 15th to the 31st? There's secret here. Wow. Okay. Let me just put that back. Okay, so there's some kind of hidden emotion or hidden depth to a situation, right? Or a commitment or a connection that this person could already be in a higher commitment, or maybe they're learning a sort of a lesson, or they've learned a lesson, or the universe is trying to show them a way out of a situation because of what they want to go towards, but they're blocking it. It could be to do with a karmic situation, so they could have a love interest that they want to go towards, but there's some kind of commitment or a lesson that's blocking it that they haven't learned. Yep. So on one hand, this secret love connection, there's a very deep connection here. On the other hand, something is blocking this lesson, this learning. Could be a commitment they're in. We've also got the High Priestess, bottom of the deck. I'm hearing fear of the unknown. They know they have to release a commitment in order to go towards this, and it may not be something they're ready for. They want to be in control of this as well, but I feel like it's like slowly, we're not quite at the right timing is how I'm feeling it, but this is someone that could be in a commitment that they don't want to be in anymore. They want to take action towards a love interest is what I'm saying. They want to move away from someone else. I'm hearing they're biding their time because there's something I don't know if it's a contract that they're in. Lease, I'm hearing. I just keep hearing biding their time, and I'm seeing two crows here, so crows could be significant. The reason that they're biding their time, they're in deep contemplation about this ending. Something about it moving too quickly. They're worried about things moving too fast here, and if they're ready is what I'm feeling. But they're deciding what they want, and they are still undecided. I'm hearing guilt. There could be issues of guilt here that's blocking this. So if they're undecided, it could be very difficult for them to see the wood for the trees because of guilt complex or feeling like they're no way out, because that's what I'm hearing. We've also got the Four of Wands, so there could be something to do with a house or a lease of a house that's affecting this, because it feels like they're stuck or they feel stuck. This person may not be able to leave because they know this person can't afford to pay the bills. That could be another option, because it feels like there's been a lot of toing and froing around this energy, because this person feels very drained, if I'm totally honest with you, hence the yawn, because it's, I mean, I'm not tired, so I wasn't before I started this reading, so they feel responsible. They don't know how to move forward is how I'm hearing it. That's how I'm hearing it. Yeah, again, we've got the Chariot in reverse. There's a block. It's not about their emotions and the lack of emotion. It's not about that. It's about they can't leave the home. There's something about the fact that they can't leave the home. Now, again, we're probably going to get people going, oh, well, why is that? Why can't they leave the home? Now, obviously, for some people, maybe that is going to be a relevant question. But I feel like the right people that should be listening to this reading, they're a good person, and so they're not going to just throw someone under a truck just to go for what they want. That's not how this energy is presenting. Obviously, there's some one or two energies that may well be that way, but there's one or two energies that something about savouring the experience. So I don't know whether or not they value you, but they know that they have to close this out properly, is how I want to say it. Magician. Someone was trying to generate a new start. They're trying to generate a way out of this, but they're not sure how to do it. They're trying to take control of the situation, but they're not sure how to do it. Knight of Swords, yeah. What is this? Knight of Swords, bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. What is Knight of Swords, bottom of the deck, Two of Swords then? They know they can't rush it. This is not my energy. They have to try and think of a way through this that doesn't involve letting people down. They're trying to help everyone in this situation. On one hand, they want to leave. On the other hand, they know they have to kind of help. They can't just disappear and then that's it. They're worried about the fact that if they leave, how that's going to come across as well. They're worried that that's going to affect them long term. If they just randomly up and leave, there's something about this that they're worried that there's something about that could affect them in some way, the perception of what this is about. Now, people may sit there and going, well, that's silly. Why should you? Okay, well, this is how they're viewing it, and there could be a valid reason that they're viewing it in that way. Again, it could be that they are a teacher and maybe they have a standing in the community, in which point if they're a teacher and they're in this situation, it could be that, that's not going to look good for them and their career's at risk, which means they have to make sure that they're doing the right thing, right? Because we've got exaltation in the reverse, and indecision. So they know what they want to do, but they're just not in any position to do it. This is how I'm seeing it. Again, Emperor and the Devil. So they're trying to take control of the things that restrict them. And again, we're in an impasse. So we can't always push it up against something and well, why can't they do that? Well, why can't they do this? Sometimes it's just they have to do the right thing, by someone that is not you, and we have to understand that it's not all about immediate sort of gratification, because again, if this person's for you, then they'll be closing the cycle out in due diligence and or due time, and then come towards you. I'm not talking about the situations that are, you know, you're kind of, this person is not your person. I'm talking about the situations that they need to close out old cycles and old chapters and then move on, you know, and it has to be in their own time. You can't force someone to do that. So that's the scenarios I'm talking about here, all right? And that's up to you to decide or discern which you fit into, which category you fit into. So we've got practicality, patience, and caution in the reverse. So someone's trying to bide their time here because they know they can't just rush out of this. And there's obviously family members, friends, people that, again, could be children involved, that this person knows that, you know, they have to be careful with because it's a responsibility they have. They've got to make the right decisions. Again, Empress and Three of Pentacles. So again, could be that they have children. It could be that there's a business of some kind maybe they have with them that they have to make sure that they're on solid ground with. But there's other things, again, security, practical things. Again, money. There's some kind of money ties here as well. Money link that is causing, again, yeah, so this person wants to move on. They want to come through, but again, there's restrictions around this. So it's not that they don't want to move forward. It's that there's a commitment they have where there is a responsibility here. And yeah, could be that they know they're going to lose money. And so they're saving money up because maybe they know that all their money is going to go to this person. And so they have to make sure that they have money, you know. But there's definitely an awareness here of what is the restriction. There's an awareness to all this. Yeah, we've got a Three of Swords. So they're very aware that this is closing out, but it just has to be the right time. They're trying to do this under their control. They're trying to do it in a measured way so that it doesn't look like a mess, is how I want to say it. Because there's other people they've got to consider, and or could be a business, you know, family. Again, people always smirk at me when I say things like that. But, I mean, you can't judge that, right? Everyone's different, so... Maybe people have smirked at you the way you've described your person, and you know, you don't understand why people don't understand your connection. Well, Spirit is saying that they do, so that's the main thing, right? Okay, let's see. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about the situation here for our Aries? Aries. 15th to 31st. We've got Hermit, seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. This is Virgo energy. And we've got Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. So this is they're going in, there's an introspection here. So they have, it's almost like they're slowly closing out a chapter, but they have to do this last part. And that it has to be the right timing. Again, the Hermit is finding the inner light. So there's this evolutionary energy that they're coming through here. So again, they're building up there's an evolution to this that this person's building up through, and I think there's a lesson or a tail end of a lesson that they're going through, so it's going to be important. So let's see what else we can figure out here for our Aries. 15th to 31st, please, Aries. 15th to 31st of January. So we've got independence in the reverse and romance. So again, it could be a codependent situation that this person was coming out of, and or maybe they're asking you to look into your independence, maybe finances, any number of things that you need to focus on, but it's like that's what they're coming through. So again, it could be that they were joint assets and now they're having to slowly detach that to come through it, but that's definitely a connecting energy here. And then we've got detachment in the reverse. So again, it could be that there's a codependent energy that they're breaking free from. Let's have a look. What else, please? What else is going on here? What else? Endurance in the reverse and secrets in the reverse. So, and an empathy in the reverse. So, let's pull some more cards for that. What is... Someone has a lack of faith in this situation that has created a previous block. What is the empathy? Again, there was a lack of confidence and a block in the third eye. Someone has been accusing someone as well in this situation of a situation. Someone has been accusing making accusations. Right, what is secrets in the reverse? So if this person was in denial about their feelings and they're feeling like they're blocked or something, they're coming out of that. They're coming out of that. So at one point they may not have understood, or you may not have understood the situation, but I feel like you're going to get an understanding of it, because we've got the sun here, which is truth. It's also about nourishment, and because it's come out with abundance, it's like you're going to finally maybe understand what they've been going through. Maybe they're going to be honest with you. What's endurance in the reverse? And we've got indecision. So again, at some point, maybe before or now, they have been undecided, because it's like, well, it's going to be easier for me to stay here, right? Because so maybe they felt like giving up at some points and staying where they're at. But again, because maybe they were worried about the fact that this was a secretive connection maybe you had, and so again, maybe you then had arguments with them, and maybe this is what's coming in this month, where you just thought, well, you're not caring, so I give up as well. But there's more to it, because don't forget, we've got impasse. There's more to this situation, and especially if you know and you can tell that there's a genuine block here, because we can't always. I know when you tell people like, oh, this is the situation, people are like, they're just making an excuse. Well, you need to discern, is it an actual excuse or is it a reality? Because there can be actual physical limitations. Not to say that every physical limitation should be used as an excuse, but use discernment, because it's not always clear cut. You know, people like to make it clear cut, but sometimes it isn't. Strategy. So this could be that there is an actual soul contract, or that they know that there's going to be an issue with them leaving, and so they have to bide their time. All right, so there could be more to this situation. All right, so just again, try not to assume that it's because, you know, or take it personally, is how I want to say it. Right, let's have a look at the outcomes here for the situation. What is the outcome, please, for Aries? What's the outcome here for Aries? Changes, lots of changes. There's a bit of, okay, so we've got the Empress showing up. There's a Tower moment here coming through, which is going to be fast moving. They may at some point try and leave, which they know will create a lot of effort and issue, and so they decide not to. But let's pull some more cards. What is the outcome, please? Okay, it shows someone taking action. Okay, so for some of you, there's going to be a bit of an issue with them leaving a situation, right? Whereby they know that there's no emotional connection. They know that there's disappointment here, that they can't move through it, but there's still this kind of impasse. And then some of them are going to free themselves. So they're just going to cut through this and start afresh and become single. So some of them... What else can you tell me, please, about our Aries? What else can you tell me? I see the Fool card, which is Aries energy, and the King of Wands, which is also Aries energy. Right, what else can you show me here for Aries outcome? What is the outcome here? For some of them, they will be breaking free. It feels like this is going to be right up towards Aquarius season that this happens. So around the 20th, that this is maybe where you'll see that. Yeah. They're freeing themselves from this mental entrapment, but it's like there could be a bit of a weight here. So it's like it feels like there's an element that is freeing themselves, but are they free and dry, you know, dry and free? Are they actually freeing themselves? It's like they may physically move out of a situation, or there'll be a certain disconnect, but is it a full disconnect is how I want to say it. Let's see what else we can see here. Wow, it looks like a 10. Yeah, there's a 10. There's an ending. There's an ending and a return. So again, for the majority, I can't guarantee all of you, but there's definitely, for a majority of you, someone is taking control of a karmic situation. Yeah. They're biding their time. They're stressed about it, but someone's biding their time and their strength to release themselves here. Yep, someone wants to leave a situation that is a commitment. Okay, and what's the outcome? So there's definitely a timing element, and someone's going to free themselves. Yeah, and again, if this is your person, it looks like the timing is really like now. And if it isn't in this part of the month and the year, then you're about to kind of fall into that. Maybe in the August, well, could be August, could be Leo energy, but there's definitely a collective here that is going to be able to free themselves in this part of the month. So let's pull one more card to see what else we can get here. What else, please, Aries? What is the final? No. Oh, okay. You want that card then, do you? Wow. Okay, fair enough. Okay, it says, embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. So again, the empathy, maybe you felt like this person wasn't acknowledging your feelings. They will, okay? But just give them a bit of time and they'll come through. Okay, guys, this was your reading for Aries from 15th to 31st. Hopefully that's been of some help. Thanks for your likes, your shares and your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Until next time, take care.